Today I decided to play one of my favorite games of all times. I am the Game Collector and this is Second Opinion Games. And today I just play Club Drive for the Atari Jaguar. Now I already did a full review of this game way back long ago, and this is more of a complimentary piece to go alongside it, not really a full review. So if you really want to jump into that, then click the link down below. And you're gonna have a great time with this video because I absolutely love this.
Second Opinion Games.
From the second we start up this game, you better believe we're in for a good time because the music is terrific. Listen to this upbeat, catchy groove. Yeah, I could just listen to it all day long. And the lead producer of the game is Todd Powers. And you might recognize his name from, well, just a handful of games, but most notably, he did The Force Unleashed. So after working on this piece of art, he went and worked on that piece of art. So you gotta give him up to him. How does he still manage to get gigs at making games after producing this game? Even if it is one of my favorite, most people think it's a pile of crap. Now, one thing I will point out here is that you can change the color of your car. I don't think I talked about this the first time around. Also, I definitely didn't talk about the fact that you could go with an engine of either fast or slow. Before I record the entire game on slow, so today I'm gonna pick fast because now my car likes to really run. And we might as well shove it over to racing mode and check out San Francisco once again. And when we drive around, holy crap! The bridge now no longer takes forever, and I am just mesmerized by this whole city here, so I'm just gonna take a small tangent through it. And yeah, it's crazy. I am convinced that there's stuff hidden in here that I just don't know about. Now I'm lost. Yes, very lost. And my god, sometimes you just fall through the freaking map too. And that's another thing I want to talk about. When you fall off the map, everything sort of goes to a rewind mode. And it just resets your car. Sometimes for better and sometimes for worse. Did I never mention that this game is somewhat hard to control? Can you imagine one of those old-fashioned machines with the steering wheel in the middle? And yes, you can control your car, but it really doesn't matter if you go off the road or not. Yeah, that's entirely how this game controls, only sometimes you fly off and die and the game just has to reset itself. Also, if you pick more than one lap on this, well, then you have to not only race to the finish line, but then you have to awkwardly turn around and race back. Even though I was lost in this map for a really long time, when I finally made it to the finish line, it turns out that my rank is Ace. Yes, I completely aced it. Yeah, it makes me feel really good. Okay, so now I'm gonna turn to Velocity Park. I'm gonna try my best to make 2 laps around this course. And the speed starts off pretty nice, but my god, every time I even bump into a corner, the littlest bit, my car shifts all freaking around. Oh, this is gonna be really just frustrating as all heck to even manage to get around a race course. Oh, eventually you will come to a hill, and when you try to climb it, well, you better hit it just right, or at least take off the gas or something, because, man! So, while we're just watching this, I might as well talk a little about Stunt Race FX for the Super Nintendo. After all, both of them came out in 1994. Now, the Super Nintendo game here, Stunt Race FX, that came out in May, and I can't find an exact month for when Club Drive came out. I'm assuming after May, because I believe it was right around the holiday season, and my god, how come there's actually fewer polygons going on here on Club Drive than there is on Stunt Race FX? Now, one thing I want to talk about here is that, yes, Stunt Race FX technically looks a lot better, and the music might even be quite a bit better as well. And you know what? The controls might even be better. So how come I like Club Drive so much more? On top of it, look how bad I am racing right now. This is just awful. I'm also doing a pretty good job on Stunt Race FX for the most part, I keep coming in first place at least, but I'm not even racing against any opponents over here on Club Drive. Yeah, there's no AI whatsoever. They couldn't even take the time to have any AI, and now I am lost on this board. I don't know whether or not I am going forward or backwards, and this is just a disgrace in general. Oh my god. It's really starting to get frustrating at this point. And, I just can't do anything. Oh, man. So, back to me actually saying how much I like this game. My god, I can't do anything on this. It's just, every 5 seconds. So, I managed to beat the level, and it just says that I am a pizza guy in ranking here. I don't know if that's good or bad, but now I can at least watch the highlights and see where I went wrong. Apparently, I went wrong when I powered on this game, because I got lost on a race car track, a single track, and I managed to get lost. Oh, this is just... Now it's time to take a look at Jerome's pad yet again. If we start off this race, well, it's really not going to be a race because I'm not really playing against anyone, so I just decided to mess around on this level a little bit. This is one of my favorite levels to just totally just check out the environment and mess around. And how come every single time you see a toilet in a video game, you have to try to flush it? Well, luckily, just by ramming into the base of it, the toilet flushes. Can you imagine how awkward this toilet would be in your house if every time you needed to flush it, you had to touch the base of it? That seems really odd. Why not just press the handle? Maybe it has no handle. Maybe just touching it makes it flush. It would continuously flush the entire time you're sitting on this toilet. It would be awful. And look, there's a piece of cheese. Oh, there's a mouse! A mouse is running around, and when you hit him, he freaking squeaks. Oh, that's pretty cool. Hey, there's a ramp that shows you on top of the coffee table. Well, we might as well just check it out. And when we do, we're in Inception now. At this point in time, there's another little neat thing about the game. If you press two numbers at the same time, I believe it's number 6 and 8, you could go into debug mode. It really doesn't do anything other than plot a couple numbers on the screen, but that's pretty cool. Also, what's pretty cool is the cat that's just wandering around. And if you follow him long enough, you actually see where the finish line is. But then you probably just get lost and not be able to find where you start out. Luckily, it has that map at the bottom of the screen, but that's pretty much useless in general. And it's a good thing that I have a fun time exploring here. Otherwise, this would just be horrible. I mean, who's going to get stressed out about this game, about trying to get the best time? So I might as well try and find that exit because I really want that best time. Oh, man, this is just crazy. Eventually, I do find the way out of this level, and yeah, I'm moving on. Now it's time to show you something new. We might as well set it to Collectathon, and it's time to check out the secret mystery level, Planet Todd. If you go to the screen where it shows the map, if you just press the 4 and 2 button together, nothing is selected, and luckily that doesn't kick you out of the game. No, instead it takes you to Planet Todd. And in the Collectathon here, it's just, well, a little obstacle course with a small ramp and a half pipe. And it's actually quite a bit of fun, just running around collecting things, and it's good to explore the different camera angles when I'm doing this, and it controls great. It's a really small space, but you know what? This was an extra level I didn't know about when I first started playing the game, so there's really no complaints here. Hey, and look! I got a pizza guy ranking yet again! Hitting this half-pike is actually really a lot of fun, and I could have quite a good time doing this. Occasionally, it does put a little orb right at the very, very top of the half-pike, and I think that if you put it on a slower car speed, you could just never collect it, so the game could just be done right then and there until you hit reset or just quit or whatnot, but overall, this is a pretty fun level. So what's the racing like on Planet Todd? Well, we might as well find out. Well, a bunch of question marks. This can't be freaking good. And press fire to continue. Boy, it's a car game. I didn't even know there was a fire. Oh, boy. Well, there's another half pipe. That's kind of cool. We'll take it really slow because I actually want to do this the right way. And we're just going to make some curves. Okay. Doing pretty good so far. Hey, last time I saw a square like that, it teleported me. So let's check it out. And... woo! We already made a lap, guys. Halfway there. Take it slow still. Try and figure this out nice and easy. And... oh, luckily that rewind saved my life. Don't take it slow anymore. We gotta fast up this. Oh, how was I supposed to know that was a ramp? That was not there the first time around. So we jump it. Oh! Ah! Okay, we made it. We made it. Take it slow again. Nice. And slow. Okay. Doing good. There's the teleporter again. No, don't go through it. We'll just have to try and figure this out. Okay. Yeah. Oh, see, it does that all the time when I'm playing. It just suddenly spins me around. I am barely touching the controls here. Oh, I can't make that jump. Do I even have to make that jump? I don't even remember it there. No, let's go around. And woo! I made it. Good game. Pizza guy. Okay, so if we try to start playing through this level again on Planet Todd, you have to know that you have to go through that warp. Because if you try to not go through the warp, well, you just cannot make this jump whatsoever. Even on the fast engine speed, there is just no way you're going to get fast enough to make it up there. That's kind of weird, because at no other point in this game do you actually have to take the warps, but now you suddenly do. Or you're just never going to do it right. And the controls here are just awful as well. And check out the camera work, it just shakes so much. Man, I can never get it right. So, just take the warp. So, that's a look at Planet Todd. That's really all there is. It's a really small set of levels. Well, the collectathon is teeny tiny, and the racetrack, well, that's pretty much non-existent at all. It's just, you can just fall off real easy and continuously spin and have the camera freak out. Honestly, I don't know why I love this game so stinking much. I just do. It's not the gameplay, certainly by a mile. The gameplay is awful. The graphics, like I said, I compared them to Stunt Race FX earlier, and that was clearly better graphics. But this just looks terrible. Yet this upbeat music and the controls in general just, even though it somewhat makes me happy, it just sparks something in my body. Something that I just really can't explain. It's just going back to a simpler time and using my imagination when I played video games. You know, like the Atari 2600 used to do. It's funny that the 64-bit Jaguar recaptures all the glory of the 2600. And the game itself is kind of fun. And I'll just keep coming back to it every time I need to pick me up. Even if sometimes it's just frustrating as all hell. So overall, Club Drive is a must-have if you own an Atari Jaguar. But that's just my opinion. Thanks for watching. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this review. I had a great time making it, and today I just wanted to do something fun because it's getting close to Christmas and I'm getting really stressed and burnt out. So hopefully you guys can leave comments and make sure you like and share this video. Well, maybe not this one. This one was kind of crap because it's Club Drive, and even though I love it, I can't imagine many other people like it nearly as much as I do. So if you really enjoy this channel and you want to keep on seeing it succeed, well, please just share my work and have a lot of fun playing classic retro video games, even if it is Club Drive. So until later, I will see you again, guys.